Peggy 18.
Hello everyone and welcome to Nacon Connect 2022. My name is Fanka and I've been joined by my good friend TPK sitting just next to me.
Yes.
How are you, TPK?
I'm doing well. I'm so excited for this Nacon Connect 2022. It's been 1 year already. How time flies. So yeah, really excited for the upcoming announcements.
Yeah, and there'll be a lot of them. In case any of you guys don't know what Nacon is, well, Nacon is a French publisher that develops games going from simulation to action adventure to everything you can think of, basically. If you're a gamer, there's something in Nacon for you.
There's something for you in terms of games, but also in terms of accessories, because, well, obviously Nacon also, well, is into controllers, of arcade sticks, but also headphones, plenty of things, actually.
Yeah, basically, as I said, like if you're a gamer, if you want to play, if you want to use some new equipment, new gear, there is something for you in the Nacon catalog. So I'm really excited to be here this year because it's not the first time that we've seen Nacon Connect. And I know, TPK, you followed the last year really closely. So just, talk to me about this a little bit.
Yeah, so last year, Nacon actually announced, pretty exciting titles, if you ask me. For example, first of all, we have The Lord of the Ring, Golem. Of course, everybody basically knows about Golem. Everybody knows about The Lord of the Rings. So it's always exciting to see a new game about this amazing series. But also we've had Still Rising, a very surprising game from Studio Spider, a French studio. I cannot wait to learn more about this game because, well, I'm a huge fan of this studio myself, so it's going to be really impressive. And finally, the one more thing from last year.
One more thing.
RoboCop. This movie we've all watched, basically. We all watched and we all love. And in case you haven't watched this movie yet, well, please do so because...
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. But, be wary a little bit, it's a kind of complicated movie. Sometimes you'll get, it can be scary sometimes. You know about RoboCop, about Paul Verhoeven, the director.
Yes.
So just in case you didn't see it, just, do yourself a favor and do it. Well, right now at Nacon Connect, we've got a lot of stuff to show you, quite a bit actually, and I know about it because you'll see a lot of me in the videos that are coming up after that. Because yes, I've been, going around interviewing people in studios, watching those trailers that you're about to see. So yeah, in case you don't like me right now, I'm sorry to say that you'll see a lot of me during this broadcast.
Who doesn't like you?
I don't know. Well, just some weird people, I guess. But no. But don't worry. I'll be fine. I'll try to do a good job. At least I did in the past. So what about this year? Is there anything right now that you could tell me that strikes your enthusiasm a little bit in terms of upcoming stuff coming from Nacon?
Yes. So we talked about those games, those 3 games, but there are so many games that we have to talk about tonight because obviously there's that one game that I love, Ad Infinitum, which is a survival horror game that I'm so it's surprised about this game. I cannot wait to see more. But also in terms of, I'm a fighting game player myself. I love fighting games. So there's always something for you in Nacon, and basically you have fight sticks. And fight sticks, I'm a fight stick player myself, so I love the Deja, which is the current Nacon fight stick. And there is a new version maybe coming your way, and I cannot wait to see and, hear more about this amazing fight stick. So yeah, we have plenty of games, plenty of accessories also to show you tonight, which leads us to obviously what we have to talk about, which is right on your screen, and is a bingo, I believe.
Can we take a look at that bingo that's supposed to be behind? Oh, it's actually in the screen. Like the production value is going out of this world. So basically, what we have here is a bingo setup, right?
Yes.
And what we wanna show you is we'll go through every single box and show you, you know, a little image or a little something, a hint of what's coming your way in the conference part of Nacon Connect. So I guess we can start right away, and I'm feeling lucky with number 67 on the top of the screen.
Number 67.
Can we show that square? So, you know, be wary at home, just look at this image and try to figure out what it could be. So TPK, I know you are a huge nerd, and you can go through those images and know what they're supposed to represent. Do you have an idea? Do you have a guess right there?
I mean, this reminds me of, you know, that's a very special architecture, basically. Something that I've seen in Paris, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like something I'm familiar with because you and me are French guys, right? So we are familiar with this.
You can say it.
Parisian.
Parisian. Le Parisien.
I am not really from Paris, but I'll you know.
Me neither. Me neither.
You know, I'll leave this one. So it reminds me of something Parisian.
Okay. So in the chat, we're kind of interested in knowing what you guys feel this image is supposed to be representing right now. So if you've got any ideas, just don't hesitate to tell us in the chat if there's something that rings a bell. If you're agreeing with TPK, saying that looks like some kind of Parisian architecture, you know, mentioning the old stone wall as well as this
cloudy atmosphere.
I
don't know. There is a special atmosphere in this image, and so we'll obviously reveal what's hidden behind this picture later on. But for now,
so those are hints of what you're going to see next. So if you've got an idea, if you've got something, just grab it, put it in your brain for now, and you might be able to recognize some of that in the upcoming trailers because there's going to be a lot of them. TPK, I think we did our best with this square. Is there another one that you want to reveal?
You know what? I'll pick number 27.
That's a terrible choice.
Oh, is it?
No, I'm just saying, you know.
It's all right. So we have trees or plants, actually plants.
Yeah.
And also some kind of a special architecture.
Yeah. Another architecture thing, structure, but it's really green. Like there is a lot of leaves, lots of of plants, as you said, and that weird architecture. What could it be? Like,
I don't know.
And that's not a modern thing, right?
No, that's not modern.
It can't be modern.
By any means. I mean, it's actually old, or it doesn't exist in our world, more precisely.
I like where your brain's going right now. I wonder if there's a game in the catalog that could,
I don't know,
be connected with that. We don't want to spoil.
We don't want to spoil things, right?
We don't want to spoil anything in this, but, take into account, green leaves and, that architecture that kind of looks a little bit different from what you could get
not from
on
this
normal
world.
Earth.
Not from this world, actually.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
You liked it?
There. Yeah, you're a professional.
Okay. I'm going to go with another square, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
I'm going to go with 74.
74. All right, 74. Oh, this one is completely, like, it's strange, right? You have an iron, so someone's ironing clothes.
Okay.
Most likely.
Okay.
I don't see anything wrong with this picture.
Okay, so my eyes are not as good as they used to be. I'm getting old a little bit, but I do feel like those hands.
Oh, yeah.
They look old. They look weird.
Yeah, something's wrong about this hand.
Okay.
I mean, that's not a human hand, or is it?
It has 5 fingers and stuff, and it can iron.
Does it?
So I don't know if I don't know if that's 5 fingers, but it can, like use an iron. So in a way, has to be human, I guess, in a way, but.
Yeah,
this hand this one is actually, like...
That's promising. This picture, this hint is promising, actually.
Yeah, but I have no idea what it could be.
I have no idea.
But there's something wrong with the hand. Just, I want that to be known,
But the shirt is all right. The green shirt is all right.
Yeah. Is it a green shirt or is it a red shirt?
I mean,
Ironing the bottom, the bottom side, you know.
the person ironing is actually wearing a green.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Nothing fancy, nothing too fancy about this.
No, you're right.
Nothing too
What's the next square?
You know what? I'll pick number 91, actually. Number 91. Oh,
91.
and again, buildings. We have this very greeny atmosphere. So something very, I don't know, we are lost in a really, really particular, really strange region. I don't know.
Yeah, so the weird thing is, like, there's a huge building in the back.
Yes.
Like, you know, really tall one, but at the same time, you've got like a church in the front.
It looks like a church.
It is like an interesting way of setting up the image in general. So is the green thing already like hotel or like once again architecture? Are we doing an architecture
class
like talk or something like?
Might be.
I'm not exactly sure.
So I think that you guys in the chat are like at every hint, you guys are actually guessing Test Drive Unlimited, and that it's you know. Come on, please.
It's not in a bingo, right? Like, it's not in the bingo.
Or is it?
I don't know. There's still 4 squares left.
I don't know neither. I mean, if we'll see about that.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
see.
Okay.
But it's also very promising.
It is.
Yeah.
It is for an image. It is really, really promising right now.
It is.
Okay. So,
Your turn.
Okay. Do you have any square in mind? Like, what's the sexiest in your opinion right now? 41, 45.
You know what? Let's start with 41.
41.
Since it's the first box, so it's all. Oh, okay. So we have a sign written in Chinese.
Okay.
Maybe it looks like at least a language from Asia.
Asian characters.
Yeah,
I guess. Like Asian alphabet.
language.
I'm not exactly sure where.
Yes.
But it's also like a driving thing, like a driving
We see a road.
sign, right? Like
Yeah,
there's a road and there's a driving sign in a way. Like, is this a stop sign? Well, I don't speak that language personally. But,
you don't?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
You don't.
I already speak English a little bit, and it's kind of rough. And le français, you know. So that's already a lot for my brain, you know. If you guys have any idea what this could be, we're interested in knowing in the chat. If you guys are excited about this one. Yes. So since TPK did make the call for this one, I'm going to go ahead and do this one.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Of course.
You sure?
I'm definitely down for it.
Okay. So let's do 5. 0, 5.
05. Oh, okay. So this is a texture or, you know, it doesn't look like because we have buildings in other pictures, we have an iron.
This is not a building.
This is not a building. This is no architecture.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So
lots of tiny holes.
Black and white.
Like
holes.
And like looks like a plastic thing or like.
Maybe it's made out of plastic or.
So that's an object we're looking at.
Maybe. Yeah. Most likely.
Okay. I'm interested.
An object.
All right. I do have an idea.
You do have an idea?
I don't want to see. I don't want to say it because I'm gonna spoil something. But
You're beating around the bush.
Something that's around us in the studio.
Okay.
Just saying. Just saying. Maybe not on this shot though.
All right. So let's speed things up with maybe number 55. 55?
45?
45. Sorry. 55. 55 doesn't exist. All right. Armor plate.
Ooh.
Yes. So it's raining behind, I guess.
Yeah.
It's raining. So that's an armor plate. I see an arm. Oh, it looks like a right arm, right?
I see it now.
Yes, do you?
Yeah. No. I see what you meant because at first I was like, okay, armor plate. I kind of get behind that, but it also looked like a plane, you know, like a.
Oh, a plane.
Like like
spaceship?
the end, a spaceship, or the end of a plane. Okay, but it does look like armor.
It looks like an armor plate.
Now I see it.
All right, so let's see what's hidden in the upcoming announcements. And finally, number 98.
98. 98.
98. Alrighty, that's really special.
Oh, we're going back to architecture.
Again, a building.
Yeah, again, a building.
Again, a building.
Made out of
bricks.
Not any kind of building. Yeah, you're right. Like red bricks.
A bit blurry.
Yeah.
So something that goes fast. Right?
I see.
It seems that since it's blurry, it's supposed to actually be something really quick,
representing
really
fast and movement.
The camera is holding up.
And there, and there's racing games, right, in the Nacon catalog. So it could be something along those lines.
Yes.
Really interested, once again, if you guys have any conversation in the chat, just, maybe try some guesses in the chat. That would be interesting to know. But we do have the Nacon Connect bingo completed right now. So you do have around, how much is that? 3, 6,
9?
8 clues, because the one in the middle is the Nacon logo.
Math.
It's the Nacon logo
Yes,
in the middle.
it is.
We didn't have to show it. It was already there.
I suck at math.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. So yeah, 8 hints about upcoming announcements or even games from Nacon Connect 2022. We won't give you any more hints, but we will eventually give you trailers.
Yes.
I guess that's a massive hint.
That's what we are
if you're looking for like what kind of game it is, it's probably going to be written on the screen. That's pretty cool.
Most likely, that's what we are here for. But without further ado, because I think that you guys are waiting for the exciting announcements from Nacon Connect 2022, if you don't mind, I'd like you guys to take a look at what's coming up next, because here are the different announcements from Nacon Connect 2022. Let's go.
Calling all units 8211.
In local news, a new crime wave that is sweeping Detroit has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers.
Disturbance? I'm a big fan. Now move!
Can you fly?
Shots fired.
What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
We all saw it hesitate in a life and death situation. Why?
Listen, I would trust this guy with my kids. I mean, if I had any. This was just an isolated glitch.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Wow, what a way to start the conference here at Nacon Connect 2022 with this banger trailer for RoboCop. My name is Fonka and I'll be your guide over the next hour as I'm going to be joined by numerous talents from the Nacon family. You can expect new gameplay trailers as well as unannounced games and the new gear from Nacon Accessories. Earlier this week, I was at Spider Studio to talk about their upcoming project, Still Rising. Let's take a look at it. We are here at Spider Studios today, where I'm going to be meeting with Jean and Sébastien to talk about their next game, Still Rising.
I'm Jean Rousseau, I'm the CEO of Spiders, and I was also one of the co-founders of the studio when we created the studio in 2008. I'm also the writer, and I'm designing and creating most of the universes we use in our games. Steel Rising is an intense action RPG set during a twisted version of the French Revolution. So it's not a very historical version, but in our version of history, the King Louis XVI completely became mad. You know that he's very passionate about, the true king was really passionate about mechanics, clockworks, and in our version he was so passionate that he made one of the genius engineers he had in court create some amazing machines to serve him and to entertain the court. At the beginning of the revolution, he unleashed all these mechanisms on Paris to crush the beginning of the uprising. So you play during the game Aegis, who is a masterpiece of this genius Vaucanson we talked about already. And you were before dancing automatons at the court, and you were transformed into a deadly killer that serves the queen as a bodyguard. And she will send you, the queen, to try to find out about what happened to your master, to stop what is happening in Paris, and also to find back what happened to her children. So you will probably have to stop the machines of the king and fight a lot of them through your playthrough. But now that you know a little more about the game, let's see some new footage of it.
Hello, I'm Sebastian. I'm design director at Spiders. I do the editorial design regarding the gameplay at Spiders on all the games that are developed in the studio. The fighting system is dynamic. Aegis is grateful, agile, and air movement. Every attacks can be combined with jumping, dodging, or every tools that you can unlock in the game. Various playstyles are possible, from fast blades that can be risky to use to heavy weapons that can help you to keep enemies at bay. You can also switch to alchemical weapons that help you to handle multiple targets during fighting in melee, but you can also be from a distance using muskets. You can encounter various enemies in the game, from basic mobs that are prototypes to some mini-boss until you encounter big bosses called titans. You don't fight humans in that game. The bosses have their own strengths and weaknesses. They also use alchemical attacks against the player, and they are really challenging and tough enemies that don't only grant you experience to upgrade your character, they unlock also extra content. Some of the bosses unlock new tools to the player that enhance the experience of the game regarding the combat and the exploration. During the development, we put a lot of effort on the control responsiveness with Aegis, and we're really proud about it.
And now, let's watch some gameplay from Ad Infinitum.
coming!
Manchmal weiß ich nicht, ob ich träume oder wache. Ob ich hier in den Gräben bin oder zurück im Haus in Berlin.
I am now joined by Nicolas Dejean from Artefact Studio to talk about their upcoming release, Crown Wars: The Black Prince. Let's watch the trailer together.
France, year 1356. Almost 20 years of God-sent calamities have afflicted the land. The Great Plague bereaves cities and countryside alike, while a ravenous war is waged between the royal families for the crown of the most powerful kingdom of Europe. Alas, an even more terrible scourge is on the move. Lurking in the shadows, a secret power advances, timeless evil, child of conspiracies, bred from despair and unholy sacrifices. On the edge of the abyss stands a handful of men and women devoted to knowledge, the last bulwark of light against the darkness.
All right, so Nicolas, we just saw the trailer of the game, but since I have you here, can you talk to us about what the game is actually like?
Sure. Crown Wars is a squad-based tactical RPG that takes place in France during the 100 Years' War. The game has a really strong historical background in which we mixes historical situation and myth, historical figures and legends, as long as it serves the gameplay and the storyline.
So now that we have the historical setting, who do you play as and what do you do exactly in the game?
You play as the lord of a modest domain, worn out by the war, who will have to make strong choices to survive in a country on the verge of chaos and misery. To progress into the game, you'll have to recruit companions and send them across the country to fight into tactical battles. This battle will serve your personal interest or the interest of the powerful family who are fighting for the Kingdom of France at that time.
So you mentioned companions that will fight for us, but can you spare any details on who they are and what they can do in the game?
Sure. A wide range of classes are available to players. It goes from a crusader, heavily equipped, a beastmaster with its ferocious animals, to an alchemist who masters devastating potions, each of them with a very unique role within the squad. The tactical battles offer the balance between melee combat and ranged attacks. The build diversity is quite huge, mostly due to the fact that a companion is a mix between class skills and weapon skills.
So what will be the challenges that the players will have to face in the game?
These companions, men and women, will allow you to respond to the tactical puzzle proposed by the game. You will have to constantly adapt your multiple squads to the enemies and the environments, which bring many configurations. You will fight in forests, in villages, in castles, and in strongholds. As the time passes, seasons pass and will impact the battlefields.
So we've heard pretty much everything about the game, but one thing, when is it coming out?
The game will be available in 2023 on PC and consoles.
Thank you so much, Nicolas, for being here, and thanks for all those info.
Thank you, my pleasure.
And because the fun never stops here at Nacon Connect, we've got 2 new trailers to show you, Blood Bowl 3 and Chef Life.
You wretched scum! Do you have any idea what Blood Bowl is? Grabbing the ball, protecting your teammates, going to the end zone, and scoring touchdowns! Simple, isn't it? So why haven't I seen any of that on the pitch? As a coach, I was spoiled for choice when recruiting. From the most barbaric and bloodthirsty Black Hawks to the most impregnable dwarves in defense, yet I chose to believe in you. I found us the best cheerleaders on the circuit, and had you playing in the most famous stadiums. Well, maybe we ran a little bit short of money when buying your gear as a result. Yeah, that's not the point. This is what I expected from you during this match. Moving! Get it? Dodging! Passing! Protecting the ball carrier and crushing the hell out of your opponents! You had a chance to shine every turn. Oh, I know luck could have been with us, but that's not an excuse! Of course I know that you're fragile little guys. Blood Bowl is neither fair play nor good-natured. Blood Bowl is a demanding sport. Your opponents want your heads. And even their fans will murder you if they have the chance. Rules and referees won't help you. So finish your drinks, pull yourselves together. Get out there and win me this match.
Hi, welcome to my restaurant. I just redecorated the dining room. I hope you like it. I felt like something a bit more elegant. Wow, time flies, doesn't it? Let's get to work and prepare for tonight's service. First, let's see what we'll put on today's menu. Jumbo shrimp is in season right now, so we can make it our dish of the day. Let's make an order to stock up. I try to only use local suppliers to get the best ingredients, even though it's a bit more expensive this way. It's important to be a responsible chef. All right, we're all stocked up now, and the team's just arrived. Great! We can start the mise en place so we won't be swamped when the customers' orders start rolling in. Let's go! First, I cut the vegetables, mince the meat for the lasagna, then I prepare the dough, but not too thin this time. Oops, I almost forgot to start the bouillon for the dish of the day. Now that it's ready, I can keep it warm for later. All right, everything's ready. The customers will arrive soon. It's rush hour now. Luckily, I can count on my dream team to help me out. Kasim, prepare a shrimp for table 2, please.
Yes, chef.
Here we go. Perfect seasoning, impeccable technique, but I'm not too fond of the plating. Let me redo that real quick. Great, now it's perfect. All right, team, let's keep it up. Excellent service today. Our customers were delighted. If we keep it up, I'm sure we'll reach our dream, obtaining our first Michelin Guide star. And you, what will your chef life be?
We've talked about games, now let's talk about accessories. Earlier this week, I met with several brand ambassadors from Nacon to try out the new equipment coming out end of the year. Let's discover them together. Hey guys, I'm here in the beautiful city of Paris to try out the new gear from Nacon, the new controllers. I'm gonna be joined by a lot of great players inside, so let's go. So we are here at Luffy's place right now, and we will be playing a little bit of versus fighting right there. So first of all, Luffy, thank you so much for having us.
It's my pleasure.
We're in a really nice place right there. We've got the console set up. We also have Kayane and Mr. Crimson that's going to be playing a little bit later. Who do you think is going to win?
I actually think Kayane is gonna win because she is playing Chun-Li, which is the strongest woman in fighting game, and Kayane is the strongest woman in fighting game as well.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice combo. Yeah. Two-hit combo right there.
When I started to play fighting games, I was playing with a Dreamcast controller, also Caliber 1, then a PS1 controller, and even when we were on PS2, I was still playing with a PS1 controller. Then my brother said, if you want to go to Japan someday and play in arcades, you have to learn to play on arcade sticks. So I was 15, and one of my goals, my dreams was to go to Japan someday because I'm a big fan of Japan. And then I started to play with it, and I never left. And the fact I'm a French player, working with a French team, it's really nice because when you send mails, you feel read and you feel that they really listen to what you say, even when it's annoying. And I'm really annoying sometimes with some details, and I know that they're like, oh no, Kayane just sent a mail to say that, to change things. But they are changing things when I tell them that it's better. I know they want the best from me, and everything I say, I feel like it's important. So making this stick with Nacon for many years now, it's really enjoyable.
First, pretty much like Kayane, I was playing a lot of Dreamcast, and I like where the joystick was. And I played like the Xbox controller a lot. I start with Street Fighter 4, and I told myself, okay, Street Fighter 5 will be on PS4. I need to change something, but I don't want to play with the PS4 pad. And I saw Nacon was doing like some kind of pad, was pretty close to the Xbox 316. Then I won a big tournament, and I realized that this tournament was organized by Nacon. So they sent me a message, hey, you won our tournament using our pad? Okay, let's have a dinner together. And it starts from that. I'm a pro player, and as a professional, like my controller is my working tool. So what I like about the Revolution X is that it is fully customizable. I can set the weight, I can change a lot of things in the pad, so that's probably the thing that I like the most about this controller.
What I really like about the Nacon controller is it's fully customizable. There is many things you can change. Even if you want to put a pink stick, you can actually put a pink stick as well.
All right, guys, I'm gonna stop you right there. I know you want to play a lot. That's what you guys do, but I'm suggesting something. Right now, you gotta swap controllers. You're gonna be playing on stick, and she's gonna be playing on controller.
It's gonna be very tough for me.
Okay, let's try it.
So it's gonna be a bad game, but I want to see it.
But I really want to see Crimson play on arcade stick.
Oh my god, this is big, this is heavy also. Okay,
it's so light.
let's see.
Good luck, have fun, guys.
Okay, let's go.
Décalage shop.
C'est rien qui sort.
Oh, il est dans tes yeux. Bien joué.
Bon, voilà, la manette.
Porte-moi chance maintenant, on va inverser.
Back to Nacon Connect 2022, we talked accessories, now let's get back to the games. Our next trailer is a world premiere. The first ever seen gameplay images of The Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Let's take a look at it.
Something calls us Gollum. What is it, precious? The precious, of course. The precious. We want it. We want it. Must stay in the shadows. What if he watches us, the Dark Lord? What if he sees?
The sheriff appreciates your contribution.
And we just watched the first teaser of Gangs of Sherwood here, and I'm joined by Andrea Di Stefano, the game director on the project. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to show the game for the first time.
All right, so Andrea, can you talk to us about the game? Can you pitch it in just a few words?
Yes, of course. So Gangs of Sherwood is an action co-op game with up to 4 players. It is set in a reinvented Robin Hood universe that mixes a medieval setting with World War I technology. So it's kind of unique. You pick one of the 4 main characters of the game. This is Robin Hood, Friar Tuck, Little John, and Maid Marian. And each one has its unique fighting mechanic. So it is a game that is very easy to pick up and play, but it has a very unique complexity layer of combat.
So Robin Hood, where did you get the idea from the game?
Well, I'm a big Robin Hood fan since I was a kid. And also, like, at Appeal Studios, we're really fans of action games in general. And Robin Hood IP is kind of a natural fit because you have these different characters with different weapons and different combat styles. So it really felt like a natural thing to go there. And also this, this kind of blend of medieval and World War I setting. That's really like in our DNA because we really try to create interesting universes that are unique and that are memorable for the players, hopefully.
Well, Andrea, this sounds really, really good, and I can't wait to get my hands on the game. But the question is, when is that going to happen?
Very soon. Gangs of Sherwood is going to be released on consoles and PC in 2023. We're super excited to show more of the game in the future.
All right, good luck with that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Joining me in the studio right now, I've got the producer for Paradise Project. Guillaume Blanchard is joining me right now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Before we go any further, let's watch the trailer. So Guillaume, we just watched the gameplay trailer for Paradise Project, but since you're here in the studio with us, can you talk to us about the game?
Yeah, sure. Paradise Project is an action-adventure game where you will have to explore, to fight, to craft, to hack, and above all, survive. And you can enjoy the adventure alone or with a friend or on the same machine. It's work even if it's not a friend. And up to 4 players online. It's an action game, but it's not a classical zombie slasher. Your brain will be as important as your handmade weaponry to survive.
So Guillaume, in this game, you're slaying zombies left and right, but at the same time they're helping you? Like, what's the deal here?
You start your adventure in Paradise, a place where a man had a vision, a dream that one day zombies will no longer be a threat for humanity, but will serve it. And even if his dream didn't really come true, there is some handyman in Paradise who succeed to set up homemade technology to control zombie. And it is what we call zombie hacking, and it's a core feature of our game.
All right, so now I get the why you get to control zombies, but how does it work? What's the how?
In fact, zombie hacking is experimental technology that first makes zombie harmless. So you put a hacking helmet on the zombie's head, and voila, he will stop trying to eat you.
And that's good.
Yeah, it's a good start. Crafting is an important part of the game. You will be able to create some equipment for your zombies, and you can also give them simple orders. And combining both, you will have a wide range of possibility to experiment. The zombie you capture, for example, can join you in your exploration, help progress or assist you in your fighting, or you can leave them in your camp for defend it or to gather resources for you.
So you get to be best friends with zombies in a zombie game? Now that sounds really promising. When can we play it?
The game is scheduled for fall 2023 and will be available on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series.
That sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's time for us to take a closer look at Clash with the new gameplay trailer coming right up. Our next game will be presented by its creative director. Jonathan Jacques Beltet will talk to us about Hell Is Us.
Hi folks, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belletet. I am the creative director of Hell Is Us. Today I'd like to take a bit of your time to talk about the 3 distinct narrative layers, but also how we created this game from scratch and the kind of like processes that brought us to its world, its gameplay, and these 3 narrative layers. So for Hell Is Us, I took a bit of time to figure out what I wanted these kind of high-level directives to be. And they're a mixed bag of things that had always been dear to me and also stuff that I kind of knew that the team also wanted to try and work with. So I came up with about 5 or 6 and I proposed them to the team and we all agreed and we went ahead with them. So the first one at the top of the list is exploration and discovery. When it's truly player-driven, when it's like player cognitive abilities that are putting 2 and 2 together to discover the secrets of the game through your exploration. So the second one is pretty much I guess the main theme of the game. It's human emotions and passions, and specifically how they relate to human conflicts, all the horrors and the atrocities and the bloodshed that we can bring upon one another. The third one is the Civil War, and as you can see, this relates right away to the second one about the passions and the emotion. The fourth directive was the combat system of the game had to be a third-person melee combat with melee weapons. The fifth directive was that the game had to take place within a contemporary setting, as you can see, this brought a bit of a challenge how to justify the third-person melee combat in a contemporary setting. And the sixth one is I wanted to make sure that the enemies in the game were not humans and we would not bring any harm to human beings. So now that we had our set of directives, we were ready to really sit down and create the game, and then we created the story, and this brought us the 3 distinct narrative layers that we have in the game.
If If you're a true skateboarder at heart, you will love our next game, the top-notch skating sim Session. The ball rolling here at Nacon Connect 2022. We've got Valentin, who's going to be talking about their next release with Pastex's game. But first, let's watch the trailer.
To frightened eyes, dreams take the form of nightmares. Growing shadow spreads across our world. My power is fading. For whom shall I summon my ravens? The girl in crimson, savage, reckless, consumed by a beast within her. The cursed virtuoso, his deadly melodies linger on the air, much like the plague that trails in his wake. The blighted warrior, his warped mind, haunted by the draconic soul he is now bound to. Or perhaps the icy damsel, whose touch is as cold as her frosty heart. Which forgotten legend can resist the darkness? Others will also come to answer the call of the Raven's Watch.
So Valentin, a lot of mysteries surrounding this game, but already some gameplay footage from Raven's Watch. Tell us everything.
Sure. At Pastec Games, we are really glad to finally be able to share with you a glimpse of our next game. Raven's Watch is a top-down action roguelike with a new feature that's very dear to our hearts, online co-op up to 4 players.
All right, so up to 4 players in co-op online. That sounds really good, but can you tell us more about the gameplay?
Absolutely. In Raven's Watch, action is at the heart of the gameplay, thanks to tactics and intense challenges. Also, the game will let you play as different characters, each with their own playstyle and abilities. Each run is a new beginning, so you'll have to adapt your playstyle and make the best decisions possible in order to have the best build if you want to complete the adventure alive.
So Valentin, since I have you here and you're the art director on the project, can you talk to me a little bit about the kind of world we can expect from Raven's Watch?
Of course. In Raven's Watch, you will play as characters taken from myth, legends, and fairy tales that actually act as the protectors of the dream world. Nightmare has broken into the world and is wreaking havoc and creating monsters that you will have to face off against. This is a very dark fantasy take on fairy tales. It enables us to explore different unknown moods and atmospheres, so we cannot wait to show you more.
Well, this sounds really exciting. I personally can't wait to play it with my friends, but is there a date? When can we play it?
We are looking at a PC early access next year in 2023.
All right, that sounds great. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Our next game is going to challenge your decision-making and management skills. This is the gameplay trailer for War Hospital.
War Hospital puts you in the challenging role of taking command of a frontline field hospital located in northern France during the Great War.
KT Racing, who are now working on two different games, WRC Generation and the long-awaited Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.
Introducing the new era of WRC. Unveiling the groundbreaking new hybrid Rally 1 cars powered by fossil-free fuels. Choose a driving strategy to maximize power against duration. Electric boost off the start line, then regenerate power under braking. Blast off with a new hybrid powertrain, delivering up to 100 horsepower of extra power. Raise peak performances to a whole new level. Get ready to turbocharge your way through WRC Generations.
Hi everyone, I'm Alain Gernu, Creative Director at KT Racing. You just saw the trailer of our new WRC game, WRC Generations. WRC Generations is the new WRC game from KT Racing. It's also the last WRC that we will make, so it's like, you know, an apex for us. We wanted to put lots of contents, lots of things to do for the players in this large content in terms of cars, the new generation of cars. We try to put mostly all the countries that we developed from the previous iteration of the game. So it's more than 20 countries that you will be able to drive on this new WRC. One of the big new features in the game this year is the league system. The league system is a way to make the players drive at their rhythm with people of the same skill. So it's a nice way to enter in the competition with all the contents that we have in the game, countries and cars. It's a very dynamic system that makes new competition very often with, I would say, unlimited and unlimited combinations of different countries, cars and so on. So it hopefully can last generations in the game. And you know, we have also a very big, ambitious game at KT Racing, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, and I will let our lead game designer, Guillaume, talk about it.
Hello guys, I'm Guillaume Guinet, lead game designer on Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is a special game. It's a driving game like no other, you know. It's not about racing, it's about experiencing a car. In Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, there is different landscape. You know, across Hong Kong Island there is a lot of different landscape, and every landscape has something special. You can drive on road, on gravel, on grass, and every car has something to say about the different surfaces. But there is one special car for each situation. The Solar Crown is hosting a tournament across Hong Kong Island, and it's a special competition the player is gonna experience during the game against the other players. There is two aspects of competition in the game. One is the official one, the Solar Crown Live event. It's a competitive PvP. And the other one is about lifestyle, about clans. You are going to join the street, the shop, and they are clashing each other. You are in the middle of them, and you have to choose one of the side and fight for it. They are rivals in the game, but they share a common passion, the true love of their cars. Your cars are a part of your identity, and you can customize them as much as you want. And now, I have a surprise for you. Let's watch some exclusive footage of the game.
different to all others.
We may have started as human and machine.
But we always arrive as one.
And together, there are no limits to what we can do.
Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Together, we drive.
And before I go, I've got one last surprise for you. Enjoy. And there you have it. We've shown you everything we've got in store here at Nacon Connect 2022. We hope you guys are satisfied, especially because we did have a one last thing moment, but also some footage of a game you've been asking for the entire time, TDUSC. Finally, some images. People are happy with that.
Everyone, you know, while we were working on this bingo behind us, everybody just was being like, yo, it has to be TDU. Every time, at every picture, there you have it. Yeah, and I hope that you guys are excited for this upcoming title. Very, very anticipated title, actually.
Definitely.
But yeah, you know, we've seen like tons of games, like everything. So one quick question for you guys in the chat. You know, you might want to type in TDU, but please go ahead and tell me.
Think about something else.
Yeah, think about something else. Tell us which game was your favorite. All right? So I'm asking you, Funka, which game was your favorite, actually?
Well, I have to admit, I did go to the studios right away to talk about Steel Rising, right? And that game looks super slick. I love the rewriting of the French Revolution. It looks super good. Like those first images, the first glimpse of boss fights and everything looked amazing. Love the hero as well, Aegis. So that would be for me my pick.
Yes, the overall design of the game is, wow, astonishing, really. For me, it will be, I said it earlier, but ad infinitum.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a huge survival horror game fan, basically, so it just speaks to me, right? The overall setting, like the First World War, is actually promising.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for ad infinitum to basically, it's in 2023, so I cannot wait.
Yeah, I remember you playing a couple of games like this and like yelling and screaming.
Yes,
and fear.
This is what I love.
So you do like to be like scared in a game.
Yeah.
Okay. So ad infinitum for you. What about you in the chat? Obviously, don't hesitate to tell us. But as we mentioned earlier in the show, well, there's something for everybody, right? Like we've seen games going from simulation to action adventure. We even saw some roguelites, which I'm kind of excited about. That's a genre I really, really enjoy. So I guess all in all, what I'm trying to say is that we've seen everything, and there's something for you in this conference. Basically, there's a game that you will have to play in the following years.
Yeah, game and accessories also, because as you've been able to see, but we have plenty of stuff for you guys, like arcade sticks, controllers, headphones. There is something for you here in the Nacon family, which is, well, something we couldn't wait to actually show to you guys. This is what this Nacon Connect is for, but everything has to come to an end, Funka.
No way.
Yes.
Is it really over?
I think it is.
I think it is. I hope, obviously, you guys enjoyed what we've shown you today at Nacon Connect 2022. It was a blast to do it with the Nacon family. So obviously, big thanks to Nacon here.
Yes.
And don't forget to wishlist those games. I know there's a couple of them that you actually enjoyed. So don't hesitate to do so. And I guess for us, TPK, Funka, that's the end for us. But we really enjoyed our time. So obviously, don't forget to wishlist the games. Let's go Nacon, and once again, we'll see you next time.